It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Little Caesars Arena. Tonight, the Detroit Pistons taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. The opening tip to the Pistons, and we're underway at Little Caesars Arena. Trying to cash in, not that time.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Jackson with it. Down just a couple. To Drummond. Gets a shot up off the mark.
You see, Ed, this is what the refs need to start calling. The defender hit the shooter right around the waist, which made him lunge into a shot and took away all of his concentration for it.
Pistons ball here. Jackson to Griffin. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot, because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
Richardson, his first effort off the mark.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Leads a bucket. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. 56% for his career. Knocks down the first. So he hits the first, misses the second. Jackson with it. They're down 3. To Griffin. To Reggie Jackson. Has a chance. Reggie Jackson, not that time. To Embiid. Joel Embiid. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Jackson to Griffin. Al Horford sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Oh, he had it.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Won't go. He needs some luck on his side, given how they're defending.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Griffin. Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
To Griffin. drove the lane and finished strong at the hoop on that one. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
And they called a foul. Jay, he was there too late.
I'm the first to say I like the intensity as much as the next guy, but you got to be smart. Early fouls like that may come back to haunt you later in the game.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Rose into the front court. Down 8. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Pistons. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Drummond. Flushes it home.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Joel Embiid. He's now 5 for 6.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
It's Detroit's ball. Fires the 3. Can't get the bounce. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Ben Simmons at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Simmons converts the three-point play. The Sixers increase the lead.
One minute left in the first quarter.
To Rose. Griffin's shot won't go.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do... Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Rose, down low for Griffin. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
Short jumper won't go down. Pass stolen by Detroit. Griffin cleans it up. Offensive board. The follow won't go either. Tough make through traffic. First quarter's complete. The 76ers have the lead. one quarter down. Long way to go. So, buckle up. It's wide open.
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter, and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
Substitution being made in this one. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
Rose. Oh, bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Baseline drive. Short jumper won't fall. And he throws it down. Al Horford showing off all the moves. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Gets a look. Can't hit. To Tobias Harris. Missed a wide open look. Rose into the front court. His team down 9. In scores, plus the foul. You have to respect every part of his game. Blake Griffin going to the line for a chance at 3. Time for some new personnel into the game. Blake Griffin trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 68%. Oh, he can't connect. To Richardson. A lot of contact. No whistle. Jackson with it. Right now, down 7. Rebound Horford. To Tobias Harris. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Tobias Harris. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. And he'll head to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Markieff Morris. A couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 77% at the line. First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Jackson with it. Down 5.
Hey, match up.
To Drummond. Joel Embiid rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Harris to Simmons. Driving right to the basket. Andre Drummond tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Josh Richardson snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Richardson. Jackson with it. 5-point game. Now pass stolen by the Sixers. Embiid. Backcourt violation is called. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Jackson to Luke Kennard. Rose goes to the left side. To Rose. Lets it fly from long range. Rare 3 for Rose. Defense was ready. Simmons into the front court. Up 5. Harris to Richardson. For 3. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Jackson with it. He'll run the offense. Horford over to the right side. Nothing going here on that drive. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First one goes down.
Pistons, number 23, Blake Griffin.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Jackson with it. They trail by 7. To Rose. Short jumper misses.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Everybody in the building understands he's been a known target. Looks like they're hacking early in this one.
And hits the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Jackson with it. 9-point margin.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
To Drummond. And finishes strong. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Simmons with it. Under a minute to go before halftime. And a throwdown. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Rose to Luke Kennard. Here comes the screen. Jackson to Griffin. Beyond the arc for 3. Not getting the bounce. Shot by Simmons won't fall. Jackson with it. Looking to make something happen. Griffin to Jackson. Knocked loose. That'll be out of bounds. Simmons the last to touch. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. With that, he's 5 for 9.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Runner here won't go down. They'll let one fly from half court. That's it for the first half. It's the Sixers out in front.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The 76ers entered the locker room with a comfortable lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Pistons are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They've been scrapping, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. Have a look at the leading scores for the Detroit Pistons.
First half stats. Player of the half.
Joel Embiid is up in the air swatting shots. When he's not doing that, he's down on the floor making steals. Who wouldn't be impressed by a first half like that?
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out.
You can't fall in love with the jump shots. You have to find ways to maybe even get to the free throw line, keep your team in the game by putting points on the board.
Into the front court comes Simmons. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
And the two. The finish at the rim for Drummond.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Harris. To Griffin. Nothing going here on that drive. split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. To Horford. There it is, Al Horford. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
Jackson to Luke Kennard. Oh, if you're a fan, you love the will and the want. Not giving up on that play. The result, a tie-up. Well, as they get ready for the jump, someone's going to come away with the basketball. Horford to Embiid. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Joel Embiid at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Embiid's free throw good. A three-point play. The Sixers extend the lead. Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Jackson. Probing the defense. Jackson. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
Has a look. Shot no good there for Griffin. And one. Embiid, good through the contact and going to the line for a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Joel Embiid trying to cash in on a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. And he missed the free throw. To Reggie Jackson. Trying to cash in. Reggie Jackson, not that time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Horford can't go down. Smothering defense. Taken by the Sixers. Runner's good there.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Jackson to Griffin. Shot from in close, no good. Joel Embiid pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Rebounds claimed by Detroit. Pistons have it. Kennard to Jackson. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. A bad pass as the Pistons come away with it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
To Embiid. Had a chance, but it's no good. Jackson with it. 14-point deficit. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
To Embiid. Nice pass to get things going.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Now the Pistons going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. Count the basket. They gave him a look, and why not?
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
Harris to Simmons. From long range, Harris always looking to create a shot, even ones like those.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Now a steal by Philly. To Horford. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Horford at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. The possession in favor of Detroit. And abuses the rim. Big finish for Andre Drummond. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Josh Richards.
Oh, get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. That misses with 2 seconds to go. 3 quarters complete, and the 76ers have to be feeling good. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Markieff Morris Huge block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Richardson gets it in the right corner. Nothing going here on that drive. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Count the bucket for two.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Pistons ball here.
I got it. Let's go. You got the screen right.
To Rose. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of them.
In the slam.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
I got ball.
To Rose. Short jumper won't fall.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
And draws the foul.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Markieff Morris. He's got two shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. Nope. First one does not go. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Lays it up and in.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Jackson with it. His guys down big. Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Whistle stops play. Now we'll get a timeout here for Detroit as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Ben Simmons knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back. You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Jackson to Drummond. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Simmons with it. His guys holding the big lead. Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. After the tie-up, they'll throw it up and see who gets the possession. Griffin to Reggie Jackson. That is great vision. Stuffs it down with authority. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Kennard to Jackson. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down. Blake Griffin with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Now, opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Griffin. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Horford to Tobias Harris. Here's a chance from long range. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And scores.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Simmons to Embiid. Nice pass to set things up.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Jackson with it. Down by 15. Reggie Jackson rocks the rim. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Griffin to Drummond. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
From the outside, no good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes...
And a putback slam.
Oof, really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
Jackson. Sixers control it. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Now the Pistons going to use a timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Griffin to Drummond. And count the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Going to launch beyond the arc. He was all over him. Short jumper off the mark. 17-footer at the buzzer. And it's Griffin there to clear the rebound. The Sixers are victorious as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey, everyone. It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers put together a nice win here today. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. The Pistons didn't get the victory they wanted here today. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Detroit Pistons.
Game stats. Player of the game.
Simmons was happy to throw down plenty of dunks. And if the defense happened to be there, he brought them along for the ride.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. But even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
Take a look at the upcoming games for the Detroit Pistons. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.